Have you ever wanted to shit your pants? If you have, then you've come to the right place, because I made a horror game in 24 hours, and let's just say it did not go as planned, and it almost ran out of time. So today's video starts in Blender. I decided to start the day off by making some models. With the first one being a door. I know, not super interesting, but hey, I made a door. Okay, calm down. That's enough excitement for today. So then I started to work on the magnificent, beautiful creature that you've seen at the start of the video here. This took a minute because I'm not the greatest at modeling the, I guess, horror creatures. I have made a few interesting choices in the past, but this was the attempt, and I think it went pretty well. He's a little spooky. I hope you're getting your daily dose of brain rot. So then I decided to animate the model in Mixamo because I have no idea how to animate at all in Blender or Unity for that matter. So it took a little bit, but I ended up finding an animation I like, where he kind of crawls along the ground, he kind of then sprints on all fours. I don't know, it's kind of going for like a weird looking skinwalker thing. It kind of works, it did the job well, so I mean it worked. So now comes the meat and bones of the video here. You see, I've already spent an hour making these models. I made a few more, I just didn't show them here apart. So I don't have 23 hours left to make the rest of the game. So that's what I did. I immediately got to work. I already had a script for the player movement. I'm not making another one. Screw that. And I decided to build out the basic levels. So I had the player, I had the level. Basically, I had the start of the game ready. I just needed to finish out the rest of the levels. And of course I didn't do that. I immediately went right to animating the door. That took about an hour. Let's just say I spent way too long on these fucking doors. And writing a quick door script, and of course it didn't work. Took a minute, finally got to work. And look at that, we got perfectly good looking doors. That was definitely a perfect waste of 2 hours. With time running low, only 21 hours left, I prioritized working on the doors. Yeah, I'm sorry, this bit is getting old. We're gonna skip ahead. Anyway, so I finally decided to build out the bunker. I decided to make it like a laboratory almost. Added some lights, added some better lighting. I eventually did make it baked lighting, but in this case here, I just focused on building out the level. I added ventilation shafts everywhere that lead to each room. They all interconnect eventually. And it's actually pretty neat. It's my first time really building a finished level here, and it looks pretty good, I would say so myself. I did add props, and later, this is just the walls, ventilation, doors, lights. And yes, the doors finally work. You press E to open up, they have sound. And again, it's pretty neat, and eventually, as you've seen before, the monster will use the vents to chase you around. It doesn't go through doors, but it uses vents, which is definitely an interesting one. Also, I haven't mentioned it yet, but I only have 12 hours left. I took a nap, okay? I was really sleepy. So with time running low, I did go ahead and get the level finished. The doors all work, the vents all work, everything is working good, no collision issues here. I eventually do fix the lighting to make it so you can't really see in the vents, but that will come later. So the one thing I definitely wanted was my realistic looking shadows and environments, so I did mess around with baked lighting, and actually got it to work pretty well. I think it looks pretty good. You will see some weird texture glitches that pops here and there, because it's still the early footage here. The door, for example, is completely black, not orange. It shouldn't look like that. I eventually did fix it here, but I don't unfortunately have any footage of it actually being fully done. But I do end up fixing it. It looks pretty good towards the end of the video. So after almost 13 hours into development of a horror game, I finally added the horror monster. Technically, it took a while to get it to work, but I eventually got all its animations working, even all the coding working in a very basic AI that tries to follow you and attack you. Right now there's nothing to it, it just runs headfirst into you. After getting the monster somewhat functional throughout the facility, I decided to add lockers, which they're fully animated, they fully work, and they look pretty decent. You can hide inside them to avoid the monster from attacking you in the later stages where he's much faster. Right now, with less than 5 hours remaining. That's all I have left. It's not a lot, but I decided, what is the player going to do? Right now, there's no reason to play the game. You just stand there, you get attacked by this dude. Like, what's the point? What are you going to do? So I decided to just straight up copy Slender Man. You go in here, you pick up 9 packages of research, and you get the fuck out. That is it. It is a Slender Man copy. The more you pick up, the faster the monster gets. The faster he is, the harder it is to run away from. But you can lock door, all the stuff. So I basically just made Slender Man, but in a bunker and research. So now that I had a basic idea of what I wanted the game to be, and pretty simple explanatory, you spawn in this bunker, you go pick up research, you get back to the exit. Now I had to work on the AI. So he is pretty basic right now. He doesn't do a whole lot. He kind of drags his legs around the ground. But once you acquire more research, he picks up speed and he starts hauling ass. I decided my horror game also needs a jump scare, so I got to work on that here. I accidentally made this goofy looking model here. It's the same guy, but a different animation. He's standing up this time. Also mixing when he kind of like leaps out at you and slaps you. Kind of the jump scare is really bad, but it's something. Okay, I am running so close out of time. Midnight is my deadline, and I've got like 3 hours left. Okay, I can breathe. I got a working AI, a bunker, theater things. I'm now finishing up all the scripting, making it so when you pick up the 9 research, you get a UI pop up that says, you know, get out of the bunker, get the fuck out, and so it's like that. So it's been pretty simple. And when you get out of the bunker, you win. A little UI pop up for the windscreen. Everything's looking good. AI is working well, and I'm just finishing it up. So we're almost done. I then, for the last few touches of the game here, added some audio sounds. There's the door. It's a pretty good sound for the door. We got a few footstep sounds, and added the monster sounds as well. And at this time here, I already did finish the jump scare and most of the UI. Again, I was just polishing. I fixed a few bugs with the camera. The camera felt a little loose and wobbly. And there's a little guy. He makes a little sound. You can hear his footsteps. And it's pretty much finished. So there it is. I finished the game in 24 hours. It was around 10:54 when I finished it here, and this is what the footage you're seeing here. Around 10:54-ish, and the best part about this here is I finished it. You know, there's AI, you can die, you can have to restart, there is a main menu. Oh fuck, the main menu. Okay, so I have something to confess about the main menu. I had about 5 minutes left. Let's just say I didn't have enough time to make a good main menu. Anyway, here's some gameplay footage. Now, technically I did finish the game in 24 hours. I started from 6 AM to about midnight, which is technically 18 hours. I took about a 5-hour nap for that day, so I pretty much made this game in about 12 hours. But it was planned. I pretty much started at midnight and ended at midnight from the planning phase to the ending phase, so I'm pretty proud of it. I am going to try to do this challenge again, instead I'm actually currently working on one for making the game in 12 hours, which while I work on that, you can actually go ahead and play this game. It is free on itch.io, and you're more welcome to download it here. It's probably a good 15 minutes of fun before you get bored of it, which that's all that matters. The main objective today was to finish a game. I've tried this challenge in the past and failed miserably, and I'm currently working on like 10 different projects that aren't probably going to go anywhere, but that's okay. As long as this video came out and I could show that I could put something out, and I did. That's what matters, and I appreciate you guys watching this video. If you made it this far in, I thank you so much for the watch time, and I really appreciate it. Other than that, guys, I hope you enjoyed a little video here. The game is playable. It may not be good, because again, made it in one day, but it is playable. I might update it here soon, probably won't. Either way, cheers.